precise strikes on occupied Palestine as well. Explosions also were heard in Tel Aviv and Haifa amid these fresh Iranian missile strikes as well on Israel. Also, the debris of an Iranian missile fell down on the streets of Tel Aviv as well. And fire erupted as well at a site in occupied territories after it was hit by Iranian missiles. And in a new phase of Operation True Promise 3 in the wee hours of Saturday morning, already Saturday morning in that side of the world, Iranian armed forces fired a barrage of ballistic missiles at the occupied territories. A few minutes ago, we are seeing part of the footage of the missiles being spotted at the night sky of Tel Aviv. A few moments ago, this happened just a few moments ago in an Operation True Promise that is unfolding, that is underway by the Iranian authorities, who have warned that Iran has the military capacity for a prolonged war and a prolonged confrontation with Israel in its attempt to self-defense. This is a matter of self-defense. Also, Iran mentioned earlier today that it's ready for nuclear talks, but as long as Israel stops its aggressions against the country. Let's recall that all the aggressions, or all the retaliatory actions that have been performing by Iran have always followed a previous attack on Iranian soil by Israel. And this happened at a moment in which Iran was holding negotiations with the United States regarding the Iran's nuclear program, and this attack, terrorist attack, an unexpected attack, was a moment in which halted and hampered the negotiations that were already underway in an attempt to reach agreements between the United States and Iran. Today, Iran has said that is actually ready for nuclear talks, but as long as Israel stops its madness, its nonsense of war against Iran, and also Iran has the full capacity and the strength and the technology needed to keep defending its national territory from the huge threat that represents Israel, not just for Iranian people, but also for the entire region and the world. Let's recall that the world is on the wake of a potential nuclear confrontation. Let's recall that Israel has already an atomic bomb, and even when it tries, this huge confrontation, this whole confrontation shows the double standards of leaders of the world, starting by Netanyahu and followed by Washington and US President Donald Trump, on matters of nuclear power, because the whole confrontation and the whole first actions, terrorist actions performed by Israel against Iran, follows the narrative that Iran represents a threat because it is trying, according to Israel, is trying to build an atomic bomb. And this is being said by a country that already has a nuclear bomb, which is Israel, also the United States. And they are assuring that Iran can't have it, but they are not calling for a disarmament on nuclear arms. They are only trying to impose their power. They are only trying to expand its power and expand its confrontations in matters in this, with the sole purpose of undermine Iran's self-determination. Also, let's recall that Iran has been executing an unprecedented response against Israel through precise and through focused strikes that have been hitting, as we are seeing, the heart of Tel Aviv, also sensitive and strategic targets, dealing several days of actions of tit-for-tat missiles and for a constant trade of missiles in the region. According to reports from news outlets, at this moment there have been a large fire that broke out in Tel Aviv after these fresh Iranian missile strikes on Israel.